needing 2 more to go through to round 3. One all between He Guo Zhang and the 16-year-old Wang Jingbo, who beat Matthew Selt in the previous round.
Now, the other question to be answered is, can Michael White improve on that display in the first 4 frames? He actually started the match with a good long red similar to this one, but he'll be annoyed to be so far behind because of the chances he had early. Not so many late on in that 4 frames segment of play. Pretty hot ticket here tonight in Yushan, isn't it, with Sullivan on this table and Judd Trump on the other table. You know, you can sense the anticipation before the start. You can see the spectators. No one's waited too long to come back from the mid-session interval. They're all there to see more of this. Can Michael White do something to, if you like, upset the party? It's another cannon that's gone horribly wrong.
11. Michael White, 11.
Well, Ronnie looking at a couple of reds set to the left corner, but he can't get to them directly. Whether he can do it via another red or involving another red, I don't know. But I think he felt that there was 2 reds planting to the left corner. Well, the plant didn't happen, but the cue ball is safe.
Judd Trump has wrapped up that 4th frame on table 2, by the way, so Trump also leading 3-1 going into their mid-session interval. Sanderson Lamb having taken the 1st frame. The winner of the Trump-Lamb match will play Fan Zhengyi, who got a bye in the previous round with Dave Gilbert withdrawing from the tournament.
Foul in the miss. Michael White, 4.
So go back again, and Sullivan will play this. I think the angle was fine, it's just lack of pace on the cue ball. The reds are quite widely scattered, so the reason Ronnie O'Sullivan tried to drop into them is because so many reds might become available if he overhit. It's not an easy shot to lay up to these. If it was a tight bunch of reds, of course, it would be a different story. Some applause, but he's left the red he nudged into available. I think the red is one thing, but getting onto a colour is another story. Got to be careful not to play a push shot as well here. It's perfectly legal.
1.
But he doesn't appear to be on the pink very comfortably anywhere.
Foul.
Goodness me.
Ronnie,
Nothing going
6. Michael
for
White.
Michael White at the moment. He's not lacked for chances in this match. He's had plenty of them. He's had a couple in this frame. Twice running out of position, and then the in-off just to rub salt into the wound. So Sullivan with another long-range pot here. And in it goes, no problem.
1. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Wow, that was a surprise.
1.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd miss that. It blew right behind it off the spot. I don't think I've seen him miss one of those. Probably ever. Maybe that's a big statement, but it was... his hand was on the cushion rail, but it's not really a shot you expect him to miss at any stage.
So a third chance for White in this frame already.
Yes, it's getting to the point now. If he doesn't start taking these soon, he'll be considering his travel options back to South Wales. Because many a match which O'Sullivan's played in, he wouldn't get as many chances as this throughout the course of it.
6.
But he's had a number of chances and he's made very little of them. Big fan of Michael White and his game, you know, and always liked him as a player and as a person. Would love to see him do well. I was pleased he made it back on the tour, but it's been a tough day for him.
Twelve. 13. 18. 19.
'Of course, it's a difficult break with the black not really available. Of course, he could get behind it and pink up the table. So you're never going to be comfortable with this break until you've got to the point of no return and your opponent needs snookers. And the way the match has gone, it would come as no surprise if O'Sullivan did come back to the table, still able to win. He's got a nice angle to get up for blue again here. If not blue, then something low value.
$31.
Well, these are not nice. Can he push these onto the bottom jaw? Exactly what he's done. Exactly how he's missed it. You never see those missed thin. Usually if they're going to be missed, it'll be hitting too much of the object ball. think the key to that shot was O'Sullivan going far enough to have a slight angle on blue to get down for the reds. They're lined up into that left corner, all four of them.
Six. Seven.
Nicely done. There was not as much room as it seemed there with the brown below its spot. The gap between green and brown up and down was not huge. That's a great shot. That is a terrific shot to finish on the blue top side. Sort of shot that can almost go unnoticed. I don't think he'd be phased by playing on the black. Just that the black would not have gone in its own spot. Didn't really have the angle to plan it there either.
19.
Just clawing his way back into the frame. I don't think it matters greatly which colour he takes. Not at this stage. Oh, that kicked. That definitely jumped. And now he's got a more difficult shot than it should have been.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 22.
So another chance for Michael White. I think the kick made all the difference there on the green, stopped the cue ball, and the end result was what we saw.
His fourth chance of this frame alone. Coming into this match, Michael White had only won 7 of the 31 frames he'd played against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the 5 previous meetings. That'll be his frustration today, that he's had plenty of opportunities. It's not as though O'Sullivan's frozen him out, but up until now he's been able to take very few of them. But this is a chance to close to just 1 behind, which on the balance of play would be a pretty good result for White. O'Sullivan, of course, has made back-to-back tons.
Yes, he was torn between blue or yellow, followed by yellow again. I thought he'd rushed into the yellow, actually, but he knocked it in quite nicely.
5.
And as you say, up to and including the green, to scramble a frame. And that's the kind of frame it has been, really. As you say, all those chances, eventually he wins it, barring snookers.
Yes, the kick was all important, as Neil mentioned, because O'Sullivan was looking good for 4-1 there, and to lose this frame would have been a real hammer blow for White, not least because it would have left him needing to win 4 in a row, which feels highly unlikely. But 3-2, much more manageable deficit, and even though he's still not playing anything like to his capability, he's still in the match.